Tom Jenks on the Margay. Thanks, Tom.
This is called a cat that thinks it's a monkey. The jungles are home to a tricky little mimic. They rule the treetops with a fuzzy paw. The most arboreal cat in the world, the trickster of the trees, the tamarind's bane, the Margay, or the painted cat. A painted cat sitting proudly in the sun. Passers-by can't help but smile at its enigmatic expression and small sombrero. It has been painted by a man roughly a third of the size of an ocelot. All of his life he's been compared to an ocelot, and he doesn't even know what an ocelot is. Why don't you make the effort and learn what an ocelot is, his wife asks. I'm not interested, he says. I could get 3 ocelots in exchange for you, his wife says. That's not how it works, he replies. The Margay is a specialist. The Margay's area of choice is the treetops, which they navigate using their feet. Jungle trees are full of twists and turns. Only the most dexterous of species are able to navigate them with any sort of skill. My grandfather was a very dexterous man. He could look at the back of his own head while combing his hair. He used a comb made of a rare metal which could slow down time, which was useful sometimes. His hair was brown and marked with numerous rows of dark brown or black rosettes and longitudinal streaks, but you couldn't tell, as he always wore a hat. Margays have evolved their own tools. They have ankles that can turn up to 180 degrees. They have sharp claws. This allows them to descend trees head first. If you're not smart, they'll outmaneuver you. My mother was a keen chess player and never lost a game, largely because if a game was not going her way, she would kick the board over. You've been outmaneuvered again, she would say. Not really, I would say. Yes, you have. You've been outmaneuvered again. Her ankles could turn 179 degrees if conditions were favourable. Margays are very intelligent. This Margay has spotted a rat. The Margay silently advances. The rat's day is about to get a lot worse. Good days, bad days, in the jungle canopy or in the open plan office. Why are you wearing gloves indoors, a colleague asks. To hide my giant paws built for climbing, I reply. And why are you wearing sunglasses indoors, a colleague asks. To hide my giant eyes built for night vision, I reply. Have you read my email? My colleague asks. No, I reply, but I can jump up to 3.5 metres horizontally, which is like from here to 3.5 metres away. I don't understand the metric system, my colleague replies. We are nocturnal, we spend our days asleep in the trees, we wake at night and look up at the stars. We are nocturnal, we spend our days asleep in the trees or at our desks. We are nocturnal, we wake at night and look up at the stars or where we've been told the stars should be. Thank you.
Yes. Brilliant. Thanks, Zach. Tom Jenks on the Goeldi's monkey.
And this is called Why You Should Think Twice Before Owning a Monkey. I got attacked by a monkey at a hotel in Peru. I was eating a mushroom risotto with some of those little balls made of rice. What was a monkey doing in a hotel? I don't know the answer to that question. What are those little balls made of rice actually called? I don't know the answer to that question either. Goeldi's monkey has a unique relationship with mushrooms, eating little else during the dry season. Have you ever lived just on mushrooms? No, but I've lived on nothing but crisps for 6 years and I was fine, I was absolutely fine. Though sometimes I ate fruits, insects, spiders, tree gum and nectar, for example at Christmas. I do like monkeys, but I think they're best admired at a respectful distance. We had a monkey as a sibling, never a dull moment. Goeldi's monkey is named after Emile Auguste Goeldi. Like Grant Zebra is named after James Grant. Like Baird's rat snake is named after Spencer Fullerton Baird. Like Sowerby's beaked whale is named after James Sowerby. Like the Hercules beetle is named after the character Hercules. Like the Jack Russell Terrier is named after former England wicketkeeper Jack Russell. Like the Russell Crowe is named after Russell Crowe. Like the Taylor Swift is named after Taylor Swift. Like the Alan Titchmarsh Harrier is named after Alan Titchmarsh, who is also responsible for the names of Marsh Gentian, Marsh Gas, Marsh Samphire, Marshmallows and marshes in general. Have you ever lived just on facts? It's much worse than living on mushrooms, because there are at least 60 different types of mushrooms and there aren't 60 different types of facts. There are scientific facts, historical facts, geographical facts, statistical facts, biographical facts, cultural facts, economic facts, social facts, legal facts, anecdotal facts. And then there are environmental facts, medical facts, technological facts, mathematical facts, linguistic facts, political facts, astronomical facts, psychological facts, culinary facts, industrial facts. That is only 20 types of facts and already it's boring. Imagine nothing but those for a year and a bit of dry toast and a glass of peach syrup on the Sabbath. Imagine instead eating the Amazon shiitake type mushroom, the Raphinica wood mushroom, the brown ear fungus mushroom, the pink oyster mushroom, the saucered earth star mushroom, the glowing mycena mushroom, the Christina's mycena mushroom, the tropical boletus mushroom, the stinkhorn cup fungus mushroom, the mini tree trunk russula mushroom, and also the split gill fungus mushroom, the hairy lentinus mushroom, the tropical shelf oyster mushroom, the honeycomb bracket fungus mushroom, the ear fungus mushroom, the fairy inkcap mushroom, the red polypore fungus mushroom, the spruce's amarenda, Amaroderma mushroom, the velvet foot mushroom, the bloodcap marsamius mushroom. We could learn from Goeldi's monkey, learn to be quiet and less conspicuous, to communicate through soft whistles and chirps, rather than putting your hand up on a Teams call and saying, this isn't a question, more of a comment. Better not to keep a monkey in a house, or make a monkey drive a car, or make a monkey make a salad, or make a monkey practice as a solicitor and put it on YouTube. Better to live in peace, eat mushrooms, say the size of a squirrel, and be happy.
Hey.
You had our littlest one sit through the entirety of that just there listening to you. It was beautiful.
Tortured by listing all the mushrooms. Thank you, Zach. Tom Jenks and Damien the Snake.
Okay, I'm going to read you 25 snake jokes, but I'm going to read in a slightly different way. I'm going to read you all out the first part, the setup first together, and then the punchlines all together. So there are answers to all of these questions, you just have to remember the order in which I asked them. So this is called What Do You Call a Snake That Sings? What do you call a snake that sings? Why don't snakes need watchers? How do you measure a snake? What's a snake's favourite dance? Why was the snake so good at maths? What do snakes use to clean their houses? Why don't snakes play chess? What's a snake's favourite subject? Why did the snake go to school? What do you call a snake that's 3.14 metres long? Why was the baby snake crying? What do snakes eat for lunch? Why don't snakes tell lies? What do you call a snake that loves to read? Why was the snake coughing so much? What's a snake's favourite toy? Why did the snake go to the zoo? What do you call a snake that's good at hide and seek? Why don't snakes use phones? What's a snake's favourite game? Why don't snakes ever get lost? A rattle and roll star. They've got a clock on their tail. In inches they don't have feet. The mamba, it was an adder. A feather duster. They're afraid of any move with a night. History. To improve its education. A python. It lost its rattle. Mice cream. They're afraid of getting caught in a coil. A bookworm viper. It had a hysterical cold. A slinky. To see its cousins. A sneak. They prefer to hiss in person. Tag, you're it. They always follow their scent. Thank you.
Very good.